Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sinta from class D, English Education, batch 2023. Today I'm going to explain a topic politeness and interaction as a part of our final assignment in semantic and pragmatics course. Okay, let's start. What is politeness and interaction? First, let us understand what politeness means in communication. Politeness is the way a person uses language to show respect and consideration and awareness of the listener feelings. Politeness is not only about using words like please or sorry, it goes deeper into how to we choose word intonation and speaking style according to the situation, social context, and the relationship between speaker. Politeness is very important communication because it helps create good relationship, prevents conflict, and makes our message more effectively received. When we speak politely, the listener feels respected and becomes more open to communication. In pragmatics, politeness is categorized into two forms: linguistic politeness, effort toward the language itself, for example, using indirect sentences such as could you help me instead of help me. Non-linguistic politeness is shown through intonation, facial expression, smiling, body language, and gestures. For example, smiling while asking for help can make a request sound more polite even though the words are the same. Next, let us understand what interaction means in pragmatics. Interaction is the process of exchanging meaning between the speaker and the listener. Interaction is not only about speaking, but about how a conversation is built through turn-taking, responses, and social context. There are several important elements in interaction. Turn-taking. Turn-taking refers to when someone speaks and when they stop to let others speak. Next, response. Response refers to how the listener reach appropriately and relevantly. Next, context. Context includes the situation, social relationship, cultural background, and the purpose of communication. Context influence how polite or formal our language should be. Next, relationship. The level of familiarity and social status between speakers determines the degree of politeness required. In a good interaction, we do not only deliver a message but also build a harmonious relationship. This is where politeness plays an important role. The concept of phrase. According to Brown and Levinson, 1987, in every human interaction, there is something called face, which refers to the self-image or self-perception the individuals want to maintain. Face is not only about self-esteem, but also about how people want to be viewed, respected, and treated by others during communication. Brown and Levinson divide face into two types. Positive face. Positive face is a person desire to be appreciated, valued, accepted within a group, and acknowledged for their contribution. People want to feel that their opinions are heard and that what they do matters. Example: your presentation was excellent. May I have the file? In this example, a compliment is used to maintain the hearer's positive face before making a request. This approach makes the request sound slower and less threatening. Negative phase. Negative phase is a person desired to have freedom of action, not be pressured, not be forced, and not be burdened with unwanted obligation. In other words, people want their personal space to be respected. Example: sorry to bother you. Might I ask something for a moment? Expressions such as sorry, may I, or if you don't mind are used to show that we respect the other person's freedom to accept or refuse the request. When we communicate, we need to take care of both types of phase. If we damage someone's positive phase, they will feel unappreciated, and if we threaten their negative phase, they may feel restrictive or pressured. This is why politeness is essential in communication. Phase threatening acts are action or utterances that have the potential to threaten someone's peace. In sociolinguistic terms, face here does not mean the physical face, but a person's self-esteem, feelings, or social image. Positive face, a person desires to be appreciated, liked, and recognized. Negative face, a person desires to act freely without being forced or restricted. Example: direct criticism. Your assignment is bad, fix it. Threatens the positive face because it makes the person feel insulted or unappreciated. Next, direct comment. Do this right now. Threatens the negative face. It restricts the person's freedom and forces them to act. Face-threatening acts are words or actions that can make someone feel insulted or pressured. Use politeness strategy to keep communication harmonious. Politeness strategies. Brown and Levinson explained that there are four main politeness strategies used to minimize face-threatening acts. The first, bold and recur. This is the most direct strategy delivered without any summoning device or indirectness. It's usually used in urgent situations or when the speaker has a very close relationship with the listener. Example: get out quickly. There's danger. The second, positive politeness. This strategy is used to show friendliness, appreciation, and closeness. It emphasizes solidarity and the speaker desire to maintain a positive relationship. Example: you're always quick. Could you help me for a moment? Next, the third, negative politeness. This strategy is used to maintain distance and respect the listener's freedom of action. It often appears in the form of more formal, careful, and polite requests. Example: could you help me if you're not busy? Next, and the last of recur. This is the most suitable strategy in which the speaker conveys their intention indirectly, leaving the interpretation to the listener. Example: wow, this room is really hot. The listener usually understands the implied meaning. The speaker wants the window to be opened. The choice of strategy depends on the context, the relationship between the interlocutors, and the degree of threat to the listener face. Contextual factors in politeness. Politeness depends on social context. Brown and Levinson identify four factors. The first, power, difference in authority or social status, high status, more polite, formal language. The second, distance, level of familiarity, close friends, informal, strangers, formal. The third, rank of impositions, size of request, bigger request, more politeness. The last, culture, norm, influence, expression, collectivist culture like Indonesia value harmony and indirectness, individualistic culture value directness. Thus factor guide how adjust language and politeness strategies. In conclusion, politeness and interaction are key to effective communication. Politeness shows respect and consider the listener's feelings, while interaction involves exchanging meaning through taking responses and context protecting positive and negative phase help maintain harmony and politeness strategies. Direct, positive, negative, or indirect. Minimize threats. How we use the strategies depends on power, social distance, requires size, and cultural norms. Okay, I think that's all I can explain. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.